Last game of the 2001 season, you're going to say goodbye to a good group of seniors.
Yeah, they're a special group of guys, and they're a group that it's going to be hard to say bye to. You know, they're the first group that I brought all the way through since I've been back, and they've went through a lot in their 4 years here, and you know, it's a situation where that you never want to say goodbye to any of them, but this group right here is a special group. They were reminiscing the other day. First day I was in there, they had to do a 15 pyramid for acting up and talking about it, so it's kind of funny.
It's funny now. 4 years ago, it probably wasn't very funny to those guys.
No, it wasn't funny at all to them. They about died.
Lavergne's not a bad football team, Moose.
No, they're a good football team. Got good speed in the backfield. Quarterback runs and throws the ball well. They're big up front. You know, they're not a bad football team at all. But you take our region, there's not any bad football teams in our region, and people don't understand that we probably play in the toughest region in the state, and we've probably got the toughest schedule in the state.
Moose, good luck to you and the Blue Devils tonight. Let's wrap this one up with a win.
Appreciate it, Tommy.
We'll be back with Lebanon's kickoff with Lavergne after this timeout.
Jordan's Catering are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Chester Jordan would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Jordan's Catering, go Big Blue. First Insurance Group are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Tony Shipp, Jeff Brown, and Bill Dodson would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From First Insurance Group, go Blue Devils. Permapipe are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Jerry Tribbett would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck on this year's season.
Hey, hey, wait, say, yeah, please, and play. Hey, hey, wait, say, yeah, please, and play.
From Permapipe, go Big Blue. Re-elect Mayor Don Fox campaign are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Mayor Don Fox would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season.
A lot of success stories in Lebanon in the last few years, but none bigger than the Lebanon Blue Devils. And that's because we all pull together. So just come out Friday nights and watch us at the high school football field. Watch us pull behind our Blue Devils.
From the re-elect Mayor Don Fox campaign, go Big Blue. Dillon Cabinet and Millwork are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football.
Blue and white. Blue and white. Yeah, blue and white. Blue and white. Yeah, blue and white.
Danny Dillon would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Dillon Cabinet and Millwork, go Big Blue.
It will be Billy Lawrence, the umpire Rod Goodner, the line judge Neil Onionhead Hughes, the head linesman Bill Duncan, the back judge Larry Humphreys, and the ECO is Bobby Phillips. Here now is Billy Lawrence, the referee, with the instructions to the team captains.
Once you get to Mr. Goodner, after I give a preliminary to the press box, I'll come back and I will give you your options. If you don't understand them, please tell me at that time and we will do them over till you do understand. Okay? All right. Lavergne, that's $silver, that's heads, and that's tails. I'm going to flip. If I drop it, we do it again. Call it while it's in the air. Heads. Heads he calls. And it is heads. You have won the toss. Would you like to defer? Would you like to receive? Or what? Defer. You want to defer, okay?
Laverne has won the toss. They have elected to defer.
Football to start.
The Blue Devils want the ball. They're going to kick away from the scoreboard side of the field, Tommy. Ready to go here in a windy Noakes-Lassiter field.
Thanks, John. And Lebanon, as we thought, if they lost the toss, they would decide to kick and take the wind. So Lebanon will have the wind at their back as they kick off here in the first quarter. Lebanon will work out of the north end zone. And then comes the second half. Lebanon will give up the football again, but then they will again get their choice of the side of the field to defend. So Lebanon wants to have the wind at their back in the first and third quarters of this game tonight. Both teams are on the field. They're massed in the end zones. Lavergne in the white pants, white jerseys, got the UCLA trim on the shoulders, blue stripes on those shoulders, royal blue helmets, coached by Tom Crawford. They're in the north end zone. They're ready to come onto the field. Lebanon massed in the south end zone, dressed in the home solid blue uniforms, blue pants, white trim, blue numerals, blue jerseys, white numerals, white headgear. Lebanon coached by Ron Marshall in his 4th year as the head coach at Lebanon High School. Lebanon 4-5 on the season, 2-3 in the region. Lavergne exactly the same, 4-5 overall, 2-3 in the region, and we're just moments away from starting this football game, Lebanon and Lavergne. Here come the Wolverines to the middle of the field. Lebanon waiting for Lavergne to come first. And we're going to be about 15 minutes late for the start of Week 10. Reminding you again, the scoreboard show will be on after the game tonight on FM 98.9. There come the Blue Devils. You folks listening at home or listening in the car or maybe have the game on while you're in the bleachers tonight, don't forget the TV tape delay. Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, Charter Communications, Channel 6, a service of the Lebanon High All Sports Booster Club. TV replay at 9 o'clock on Channel 6 tomorrow morning, Charter Communications. Once again, congratulations to Stephanie Harmon and the Devilette volleyball team. Finished 4th in the state today, the first time the Devilettes have ever made it to the state tournament. They finished 4th in the state. They won their pool, lost to Ottawa today. They reached the semifinals against Ottawa and lost. Ottawa went on to play volleyball power Brentwood High School this afternoon in the finals. Don't know how that one came out, but congratulations to Stephanie and the Devilette volleyball team for reaching the state. I believe a record of 52-13 on the season. Great season for those young ladies. Deep to return for the Blue Devils tonight, standing on the hash marks. Lebanon will send twin receivers back to return. Justin Jones will be back, as will Kyle Schaefer. Schaefer and Jones deep. Forrest is in the second wave. A.J. Stewart is in the second line as well. Don't be surprised to maybe see some trickery trying to get the ball to A.J. Stewart. Kicking the football for the Wolverines, Adam Latrondis. And here with the play-by-play call is Clyde Harville.
Okay, here's the kick deep, and it's going to be taken to Jones at the 10. Jones to the 15, cuts outside to the 20, slides out to the 30. Hit at the 33 and dropped at that point. Justin Jones brings it back from the 10 to the 33 where he's knocked down, and the Blue Devils will put it in play at their own 33, moving from your left to right, north to south, here at Lebanon High's Noakes-Lassiter Field.
Mark Miller on the tackle for the Wolverines, along with Nick Brooks. Offensively for Lebanon, Ship in the backfield. Trice will be the fullback. Of course, Ship the quarterback. Justin Forrest is the tailback.
Lebanon will bring two receivers to the near side, the wide side of the field, to put Jones to the far side, the short side, and Ship is up under the center. And he'll hand it to Justin, a loose football, and Wolverine comes up with it.
Right on the first play
Lebanon
from
going to be
scrimmage.
hit at the first play from scrimmage, and they'll fumble at the 30, and the Wolverines have the football.
Mark Miller came up with a recovery on the play, and the Wolverines are in business at the Lebanon 25-yard line. John, was it a bad exchange, or did they just knock it loose?
He got his bell rung. He still don't know where he is. He staggered off the field. They saw that one coming, and they met him with full force. They caused that fumble. What a blow.
Wolverines now with A.J. Troop at the fullback, the quarterback spot. The running back is Chris Grimes. They'll go with the wideout, and they're going to get a delay flag here, I think is what that's going to be, but let's wait and see. It's going to go against the Wolverines. It's going to be a legal procedure. Evidently somebody moved, and I think it was that left guard who moved after he'd got in the set position. And that'll cost them 5. It'll bring up a first down and 15 now from Lebanon's 30-yard line.
Forrest is staggered off the field, and John is making his way over to check on that situation. John, we'll give you a play here, and then we'll come back to you and see what we can find out about the Lebanon tailback, Justin Forrest.
Troop is your quarterback. Grimes, who has over 1,000 yards, is at the tailback spot. Troop underneath the center, 2 wideouts, and they give it to Grimes, coming to the near side, plows into the middle of the line and gets 2, 3, 4 yards, and then gets shoved back out to the 30, but I think he made the 27, and it'll be a 3-yard pickup by Grimes. It'll bring up second down and 13.
John, are they working on Forrest on the sideline?
A mild bell ringing, Tom, and that's about it. I'd say that may have been a tendency that they may have picked up on us running that first play of the game, but they saw something coming. That they picked up a signal, or I don't know what, but there's 2 big Lavergne players met for us as soon as he got the ball at the line of scrimmage.
Wolverines now go with 2 wideouts, both to the near side. Ball in the center of the field. The pitch is out to Grimes, and he turns it. He's at the 25 to the 20 and knocked down at the 18, inside the 19 to the 18-yard line. So Grimes going to reel off about 8 yards on the run on a sweep to the near side, and it's going to bring up third down and short now for the Wolverines. It'll be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 actually from the 18-yard line. They've got to go, or rather from, well, the 7. I'll get it here in a moment. They got to go inside the 15. It's 3rd down and 4. To the far side is the flanker, Chris Darden. And here's the call. Troop is back. Draw play through the middle, and here goes Grimes again. Grimes plows inside the 10, and he's got a 1st and goal at the 7. Grimes, a very quick tailback, and they blew a big hole in the left side of the Lebanon's defensive line. He had a lot of running room. Got the first down with yards to spare. He needed to go inside the 15. He goes inside the 10 all the way down to the 7, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Lebanon secondary having to come up and make plays. Shockley and Jones on the tackle for Lebanon as Lavergne creating some running room for that tailback, Grimes.
Lavergne lines up now with the 1 receiver. That's Vincent Brown, the split end to the near side, and they give it to Grimes again inside the 5, and he's going to be hit at about the 5. After about a 2-yard gain, he will jam it up there, and they'll put the ball just inside the 5 by the length of the football. It'll be 2nd down goal, Lavergne from the Blue Devil 5. Lebanon trying to hold here after coughing up the football on the first play from scrimmage after receiving the kickoff. 9:28 to play, quarter 1, no score, but Lavergne knocking on the Blue Devil door. A.J. Troop is the quarterback. The tailback is Grimes, and again he gets a call, slides outside, and he's going to score easily. Nobody touched him. He hit in there. Lebanon had the hole blocked up. He bounced outside and scored untouched.
Clyde, it's a mark of a good running back. The play was designed off tackle. He bounced it wide, got on the corner, easily waltzed into the end zone. So with 9:13 to go in the first period, there's the fake. They go for the trick play, and they score the 2-pointer on this swinging gate. Chris Darden, the flanker, lined up behind the line. They ran the spread formation out of the out of the field goal formation. They make the long toss to Darden, and Lavergne, folks, is feeling it. The Wolverines go on top 8-0 on their first possession, drive it 25 yards for the touchdown. So with 9:13 to go in the first, Lebanon trails by a score of 8-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Advantage of the Lebanon fumble. Go 25 yards in 5 plays. Chris Grimes, a 5-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion run by Chris Darden. It's 8-0 Laverne, 9:13 left in the first.
And here's Lavergne's kickoff. Long and deep. Schaefer's going to get it at about the 5. On the hop to the 5 to the 10, out to the 15, slides outside, gets stopped at about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. So Lebanon's not going to have good field position. They didn't make it out to the 20. Schaefer brings it from the 5 to the 17, where the Blue Devils will put it in play at that point, trailing 8-0, and we've played, well, not yet 3 minutes in this ball game. 9:05 to play in the first period.
Clyde, they are going with Shockley at the tailback position. Shockley, the sophomore, in at tailback for Lebanon.
Ship, the quarterback, is up underneath. Double wide out set for the Blue Devils. Ship going to throw, and it's batted at the line of scrimmage. He had Schaefer wide open out here in the flat, but couldn't get it to him. Laverne got a hand on the ball and knocks it down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Blues.
Mark Miller gets his hands up quickly in Ship's line of vision. Incomplete on the pass. Deffendahl comes in with the play. Schaefer leaves the field. John, do you have a feel on if we'll be seeing Forrest later on in the ball game, or you think he's done?
I think they're going to check him out a little closer here, and the decision be made a little bit later.
Jones left, Deffendahl right, whistles blowing. The Blue Devils may have had some movement in the backfield. Let's wait and see what the whistles are. Evidently somebody jumped. As Tommy told you, Shockley in at the tailback spot for the Blue, and Lebanon going to retreat expecting penalty, and it'll be 5 walked off against the Blue Devils, and will bring up 2nd down now and 15, and that'll put the football back to the 12-yard line. Actually out to the 13. We gain a yard on that.
Laverne plays 3 deep in the secondary. Chaz Dodd plays at a corner. Darden plays at the opposite corner. The free safety is Chris Grimes. The tailback does double duty. 5-3 look for the Wolverines defensively.
Again, Deffendahl to the wide side. Jones to the left. Ship, the quarterback, underneath. High formation for the Blue Devils. Toss back to Shockley. Shockley turns it outside, bounces outside, and hit. Gets back to the 19-yard line. And after about a 15-yard run, he gains 3 yards, but he does punch it out to the 20-yard line. And it will bring up 3rd down now and 12 for the Blue Devils. So Lebanon in a passing situation, and it's a dangerous place to be throwing the football.
No question, Lebanon at their own 15-yard line. They've got to get the ball out to about the 27, beyond the 27-yard line for the first. Tight end Brian Neighbors comes out of the game. Lebanon going with the 3 wide package. Deffendahl, Schaefer, and Jones are the receivers.
Jones to the left or to the wide side. Deffendahl, Schaefer to the short side of the field, and Ship straight drop back. Swings it out to Shockley. Got a little room if he can beat a man. And he does. He's at the 20, the 25, and he's going to be stopped at the 26, about a yard and a half shy of the first down as they swing it out of Shockley to the coming out of the backfield. Good looking play and a good run by Shockley, but he's going to be stopped about 2 yards shy of picking up the first down, and the Blue Devils will have to punt it away.
Kyle Schaefer retreats in the punt formation. Schaefer averaging 38.4 per kick. Deep to return for the Wolverines will be Chris Darden, the sophomore. He'll stand at about his own 40-yard line.
And Schaefer will kick. He'll hit it at about the 15. Here's a snap. It's low. Gets it on a hop. Barely gets it out of there. Bad kick, but it's going to take 11 and bounce and stay in bounds inside the 40, just shy of the 39-yard line. So Schaefer gets it out of bounds. No return on the kick. That's the good thing. It was not a thing of beauty, but actually with about a 10-yard bounce in Lebanon's favor, it winds up being a pretty good kick.
Terry, what about that kick?
Not a bad kick by Schaefer as he has to pick it up on the short hop. It's a low-line drive that goes out of bounds at the 39 of Laverne. That's a 35-yard punt and no return.
Laverne now will put it in play at their own 39, 1st and 10, as they bring double wide out set for Laverne. Troop, the quarterback, underneath, gives it to his fullback, and he's going to break a couple of tackles and get 3-4 yards where they should have had him. They hit that big guy high. That's Brandon Abernathy, 6 foot, 195-pound junior, and he just kept those legs turning and carried Blue Devils with him and picked up 3-4 yards up through there.
Brandon Abernathy, the big junior, on the carry, trying the option play on the outside, kind of an outside veer look. The good mesh between the quarterback, Troop, and Abernathy. Lebanon had a guy right there with him, but Abernathy with great second effort.
Second down, 7 for Lavergne. Toss sweep to the wide side, and here comes Grimes, and Grimes blinds and goes over the 45, dives out near the 48-yard line. They'll put it just shy of the 48 and just shy of the first down. It'll be third down and about 2, and so far Lebanon is doing nothing stopping Chris Grimes because he is eating up the yardage.
Terry, he's off to a great start.
Tommy, 5 carries, 42 yards. That's a little bit over 8 yards a carry.
Again, they'll go with a double wide out set, third down and 2 for Lavergne from their own. And here goes Grimes up the middle, hit a Blue Devil head on and carries him a couple of yards back up the field, crosses the 50 over the 47 down to the Lebanon 45. First down, Wolverines.
Grimes just on the ice play took it right to the Lebanon defensive unit. Jones having to come up and make the play. Lavergne's offensive front doing a good job of engaging Lebanon's front 7, containing those guys, at least getting a stalemate and giving Grimes a little running room, and he can make the most of it.
First and 10 now for the Wolverines. Troop the quarterback underneath. Toss sweep. Grimes coming to the near side. Turns it at the 45. Lebanon will hit him, and he'll get down to the 42. A gain of about 3 on the carry. Shockley coming up, and Minchie making the stop for the Blue Devils.
You know, I got to looking at the stats the other day, and Chris Grimes is the second leading rusher in Rutherford County, and of course he trails a guy by the name of Ralph King. Any, you know, given any other place, you know, he's got over 1,000 yards coming into this game. He would be certainly one of the feature backs in the community if it wasn't for a guy like Ralph King. That guy's good anywhere you put him.
Double wide out set now for the Wolverines on a 2nd and 7. Back to throw as Troop looks and fires. Got a man wide open. Is he there? It is. He's caught inside the 10, and he's down to the 6. Got behind the Lebanon defense. Vincent Brown, a 5'10", 153-pound junior, was there. The pass was on target, and he takes it all the way to the Blue Devils 6-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal, Wolverines.
Little play fake and a half bootleg action by Troop. He throws it on a rope to Brown. It gets behind Vanderver on the flag route. Terry, what about that pass and catch?
Tommy, perfect pass by Troop to Brown. That was good for 36 yards down to the 11-6. We got first and goal for Lavergne.
Blue Devils already trailing 8-0, and they're in danger of going down more here. Lavergne knocking on the door at the 6 with a first and goal. Troop, the quarterback underneath, gives it to Grimes. Grimes going to plow in there. Not much running room there. He crosses the 5 down to the 4. Gain of about 2 on the carry for the tailback Grimes. And he will bring up second down and goal. Actually only give him 1. They just move the ball to the 5, and it will be second down goal from the 5-yard line.
Lebanon up front defensively. Schaefer at defensive end, Miller at a tackle, Neighbors at an end, Smith is the nose man, Varte Martin at a tackle, Hires and Trice are your linebackers.
Again, they give it to Grimes, trying to find a little running room, and dives and plows and gets down near the goal line. They turn him around, they hit him at about the 4, and he falls and backs and flips down inside the 1. It'll be third and goal, and we're about a length of the football from a touchdown for the Wolverines.
Lavergne obviously ready to go on this one tonight, folks. The Wolverines scored early, and they're knocking at the door once again.
Troop underneath, sets his ball club, gives it to Grimes, and he plows and drives and will get in finally. Second effort. Blue Devils had him stopped, and again he keeps sliding to the outside and just falls into the end zone for the length of the football, but that's enough for the touchdown.
John, you've got the call of this PAT attempt.
I think they're going to kick it this time. Dean in to handle the long snap from center. Latondras will attempt the point after. The snap is back. The kick is up. Looks good. It is. So now it's 15-0, 3:47 to go in the first quarter of play. Lavergne Wolverines up on Lebanon. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. Go by and see Ron and the gang in the morning for all your family hair care needs. Back to the station for 30 seconds, and we'll be right back.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Mark Miller, 1-yard touchdown run. Adam Latondras gets the extra point. It's 15-0 Laverne.
Well, here's a squib kick down the middle. Shockley going to pick it up at the 30, slide outside to the 35, and be hit at about the 38. So that's going to be by far the best field position the Blue Devils have had all evening. Shockley, they kick a little squib down the middle. Shockley picks it up at the 30 and gets it back out to the 38, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And they haven't gotten anything going offensively so far tonight. 2 possessions, it's been 3 and out.
A turnover on the first one, a punt on the second possession. Offensively for Lebanon, Clemens, Haynes, Stillman, Bradley Haynes, and Matt Grandstaff, your offensive line up front.
Schaefer goes left, Jones right to the short side. Ship, toss, sweep to the right side, and here's Shockley. Got a little running room. Slides outside, turns it at the 40, hit at the 41, and dropped at the 42. Going to get about 5 on the play. Looked like it was going to be more, but Lavergne, covering from sideline to sideline well, stops that play.
Lavergne sent their linebackers. They put 8 people in the box, and they blew those linebackers across the line of scrimmage. The sweep is a good play to run against most stunts, and that worked well for Lebanon as they were able to get a little positive yardage, about 4, on that first down.
Jones left, Deppendahl right on the wideout. Ship gives it again to Shockley, trying to get outside. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about a half yard on the play. Lavergne's middle of the defense is all over that play.
Well, I'm looking on the sideline trying to see Justin Forrest. John, what does it look like on Forrest and his possibility for getting back in there?
Well, it doesn't look good now. That's his second slight concussion in 5 weeks. Evidently, he had a slight concussion at the Gallatin game as well, so I don't look for him to come back in this game.
Have they taken his helmet away? Normally, that's a pretty good indication.
If his helmet's been off, but he's sitting on the sideline and talking a little bit.
Ship gives it to Shockley. Got him from running room. Shockley slides outside. 45-50, 45. All the way down to the Lavergne 42. Shockley with a little running room that time. Turned on the burner and gets to the Lavergne 42. And that's Lebanon's first down of the football game. And they trail 15-0 with 2:20 to play in quarter 1.
Terry, pretty good run from scrimmage by the sophomore.
Tommy from the Lebanon 41. Shockley tackled at the Lavergne 42. That's a 17-yard pickup by Shockley and a first down for Lebanon.
Deppendahl right, Jones left for the Blue Devils. Ship the quarterback underneath. Ship going to give it to the second man, Shockley. Shockley going to be jammed up. He may have gotten a yard, not a lot of young running room there by Shockley. They may give him the 41. But there's not much going on in the middle of that line. Lavergne doing a good job stuffing the run in there. Blue Devils going to have to swing it out wide or throw something downfield.
Well, Lebanon comes in a little handicapped. You've got the junior, the backup quarterback, Ship, playing in place of the starter, and they're going to blitz him a lot.
And here's the draw play to Shockley again, a little delay, and he's going to get a couple of yards, move over the 40 down to the 39, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 from that point. And they're not going to give him the 39, they'll give him just inside the 40, so it's actually going to be 3rd down and 8 yards to go. With 1:25 to play in quarter 1, Blue Devils trailing 15-0. I think Lavergne has shocked everybody here tonight, jumping all over the Blue Devils in a hurry. Taylor Ship, the junior, at the quarterback spot. Shockley in motion. Ship looks, fires. He's got his tight end, goes right through Neighbor's hands at the 35. As they try to hit the big tight end, pass a little bit high. Couldn't pull it down, and it'll bring up 4th down, and Schaefer will have to come on and kick again for the Blue Devils.
Lebanon ran Shockley in motion, trying to get the safety out of the way. They ran the tight end on the hot route up the hash mark, incomplete. 4th down and about 7 to go. Schaefer goes in to kick it. They were missing one of the gunners, and Jones will come in to be on the wing. Schaefer will kick it.
Here's the kick. Schaefer will kick. Gets it away to the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 10-yard line. Let's see where he's finally going to stop. At about the 13, and that looks about right from here. So They'll put it at the 13-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 Wolverines at their own territory. The first 2 times they've had the ball, they've marched right down and scored on the Blue Devils. Let's see if we can hold them back here deep.
Terry, that kick doesn't help his average any, but no return.
You're right, Tommy. Productive kick by Schaefer as he gets it inside the 20, out of bounds at the 13. That's a 26-yard punt by Schaefer. We've got 55 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 15-0 Laverne.
Troop, the quarterback. Abernathy's the fullback. Grimes, the tailback. He's done the damage tonight against the Blue Devils. They switch Abernathy over to the slot now. And a toss sweep to Grimes to that side, and he burns over the 15, out near the 19-yard line.
They're putting their fullback, moving him to a tight end position that balances up Lebanon's defensive unit and puts a tight end over Kyle Schaefer, the weak side defensive end, meaning Schaefer now, instead of playing loose, now has to fight off a blocker, and they ran Grimes behind him for about 6 yards on first down.
6 yards on first down, 2nd down, and 4 for the Wolverines. They jump, and I think somebody moved too quickly. Right side of that offensive line got off a little bit too quick that time, it appeared, but let's wait and see about the call. It is a legal procedure, and it's against the Wolverines, so that'll put the ball back to about the 14-yard line, and it will bring up 2nd down now and about 9.
I want to remind you to stay tuned tonight for the scoreboard show coming your way after we leave the air. They'll have reports from all the games involving Wilson County teams, as well as reports from teams across Middle Tennessee. The scoreboard show on FM 98.9.
Troop sets his ball club down. Hands off to Grimes in the middle, and he's stuck pretty good there. Not a lot of running room in there. Big Varte Martin got a handful of it and had a little help, and the quarter will end. At the end of the first period here at Oaks-Lasker Field, it's Lavergne 15, Blue Devils nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
For the start of the second quarter, Lebanon and Lavergne in the Week 10 matchup between these two Region 4 5A football squads. Lebanon trails the Wolverines by a score of 15-0. Lavergne got on the board early. They forced a fumble on Lebanon's first snap of the game. Gave the Wolverines the football in great field position, 25-yard line going in, and scored moments later. In fact, on that play, Lebanon's tailback, Justin Forrest, perhaps with a slight concussion, and he has not returned to the game.
Wolverines will be looking at a 2nd and 7 situation, and they're going to give it to Grimes again, and he is not going anywhere this time. He's going to wind up losing maybe a half yard. He made it to the 15, but this will be the first time that the Wolverines will have to punt in the football game, and the Blue Devils should get halfway decent field position out of this. They'll send Justin Jones back along with A.J. Stewart to receive the punt.
Twin receivers for Lebanon. Deep to return, I believe that is Zach Lamb. Deep to punt, that is Lamb in punt formation.
And he's ready to hit. He'll hit it at about the 5. Pretty good kick is going to come to Stewart. And Stewart heading for the far side. Now runs a man to the 50, to the 45, and hit and dumped down at the 42-yard line. So A.J. Stewart picking up a bouncing football and getting about a 10 or 12 yards on the return. Terry will have the yardage for you, but he makes a pretty good run over the 50, over the 45, down to the 42.
Terry, what about it?
Tommy, the kick by Lamb, good for 42 yards. Stewart brings it back 15 yards to the Lavergne 42.
And the sophomore taking the kick on the hop, making something positive happen. So,
second time tonight the Blue Devils have been in the Wolverine territory. The first time the drive fizzled. Let's see what happens this time. Taylor Shipp at the quarterback spot. Shipp looks and hands off to Schaefer on an inside trap, and Schaefer will move for a couple of yards, nose it inside the 40 and get about 2. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Lebanon moved Schaefer into the slot position. They put him on the same side of the field with Jones, put him in a slot next to the tackle, fake the ice play inside, pull the tackle and try to get him inside on the old slice trap. Not much at all on that play, maybe a couple of yards.
Jones to the near side. To the short side is Deffendahl, and Shipp rolls out and wants to throw. Looks, fires, and he's got his man down. Well, it's going to be a couple of yard gain down at the 37, and he hits Jason Neal, the fullback down there. and Neal is hit immediately, so the gain is only a couple of yards, and it's 3rd down and a long 6 or a short 7, whichever you prefer. Actually 3rd and 7 now for the Blue Devils. Jones right, Schaefer left for the Blue. And this is Ship, the quarterback, underneath. Ship, draw play underneath, breaking a tackle, coming to the near side, rolling over the 35, over the 33, down to the 32. But I think shy of the 1st down, but let's see where they put this thing down. And running the football is Jason Neal once again.
Neal on the trap play. We pull the guard. Harrison Haynes try to get him against the grain. Not a bad little pickup. It's 4th down and very short. Lebanon, of course, going to go for it here as they've got less than a yard to go for the first, waiting for the play to come in from the sideline. Now they're going to measure to make sure of the spot. It is certainly, well, I'd say it's a little short. Which, what do I know? It is a little short. So 4th down and about 1.5 feet to go for the first for Lebanon. Dependahl comes into the game with the play from the sideline. 9:46 to go in the second quarter. Lebanon trails Lavergne 15-0.
Blue Devils with a 4.5 yard to go at the Lavergne 32. And Ship's got it on a quarterback sneak. He needed a half yard. He goes all the way down to the 31 and actually inside the 31. Picks up about 1.5 yards. And it'll be 1st down for the Blue Devils. Their 2nd of the night.
I'll tell you as a way of a little program note here, we'll have at halftime, we'll send our wireless mic upstairs to the public address system, and after Terry has his stat report, we'll have the introduction of the homecoming queen, her court, that sort of thing coming from the press box as Lebanon celebrates homecoming tonight.
Jones left, Schaefer right. And Ship wants to throw, looks, fires, and it's batted down at the last instant, and they'll throw a flag and call pass interference. As going around, he was going for the tight end Neighbors down around the 22. The pass was batted away, evidently a little contact, and the flag is thrown.
By Chris Darden gets called with the interference. John, it was right in front of you. We saw Darden bat it away with his right hand. Was he busy with that left hand?
Boy, it looks like on my perspective that it was pretty much a clean defensive effort on the Lavergne part, but we'll take that. We need that at this point in the game. Anything to drum up a little momentum will help the Blue Devils.
Well, the pass was about 10. That penalty is about 15, so the Blue Devils get some big help there down to the 15, where it'll be 1st and 10. Jones to the wide side, Dependahl to the right, and they give it to Shockley, and Shockley going to get maybe 1 yard and not a lot of running room up that middle. They jamming it up really well, and there Shockley may have got a, well, call it about a half-yard gain. Not a lot of positive yardage on that at all. Length of the football inside the 15, where it'll be 2nd down and 9. Actually 2nd and 10, you might say.
Schaefer in with the play for Lebanon. Lebanon 2 wides and a tight end.
Jones left, Schaefer right. Shockley's the tailback. Ship the quarterback underneath for the Blue. Backs up, wants to throw, looks, fires, and he's got Jones wide open, and he slips and falls after making the catch inside the 5. I think it's enough for the 1st down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Blue Devils with the length of the football inside the 5-yard line. That time Jones was wide open and lost his footing after he made the grab and fell, but he had enough for the 1st down.
Slant route was open quickly. Ship gets it to him in a hurry, and maybe the pass just a little behind Jones. He had to go to the ground to make the catch.
1st and goal, Blue Devils. Ship sets the ball club down, looks, fires, and it's dropped. He was going for a Dependahl at the goal line, and evidently a good defensive play again in there by Chris Darden, and Darden this time slaps it out of there to keep the Blue Devils out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Trying to hit Dependahl on the quick slant. No play fake in the backfield, just a little one-step drop. Taylor straightens up and throws the ball. A little collision in the end zone, but both players going for the football. Darden defensively matched up against Deffendorf.
15-0, but the Blue Devils trying to get something on the board. 2nd and goal from the 5. Taylor Shipp looks, fires for the sideline, and the pass is way overthrown. He was going for Schaefer over there. Not close with that one. And it'll be 3rd down and goal for the Blue Devils from the 5.
John, it looked like he got a little air under it, and on a night like this, there's almost a crosswind blowing on the field.
That's a touch pass, and he threw a little bit too much velocity on that pass, and it was way over the head of Kyle Schaefer. Not a chance to catch that one.
So it'll be 3rd and goal now for the Blue Devils at the 5. 2 pass plays have gotten them nothing. Underneath, Shipp the quarterback, back to throw, draw play to Shockley, and they knock him down back at the 9. Well, they were all over that. That'll bring up a 4th and goal. They'll put it at the 8, and it'll be 4th down and goal. And Lebanon is going to send.
We got the field goal team on the field, Clyde. Allison will put the ball down on the 15-yard line. It's right in the middle of the field, making it a 25-yard attempt. John, you've got the call of this field goal attempt by Derek Allison.
Deffendorf handled the long snap. Allison to kick the field goal, to attempt it. The snap is back. It's on the tee. The field goal is a line drive about 4 feet off the ground. There is a flag on the play. The Blue Devils are saying it's against Lavergne. Not sure what the call is. Come from the back judge. I'm sorry, the umpire. Personal foul against Lavergne. That's the 1st down for the Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils will have another chance at getting in the end zone. A big break for the Blue Devils.
John, did you see what it was? They called that a personal foul. Did somebody get slugged or what?
I don't know exactly what it was. Somebody might have thrown a punch or something. I didn't see it.
Nobody's leaving the game, so did they climb on top of a Lavergne player? Somebody jump on somebody's back?
That may have been what happened. Maybe they helped somebody get up to try to block them. I'm not sure. It's a personal foul. We got the ball. It's 1st and goal.
All right. It'll be 1st down and goal now for the Blue Devils again from the 5. Toss sweep right side to Shockley. Shockley turning it inside, going to be knocked down at the 5. Looked like he had running room, but Lavergne over there to close that in a hurry.
Lebanon in the power I. 2 fullbacks in the game, and they try Shockley on the sweep of right end. He got a little bit, not much. Lavergne goal line defense, kind of a 6'5" goal line look. A lot of beefy guys in there between the tackles. Lebanon stays in the power I look. Trice and Neal are the 2 fullbacks in the game.
Shipp the quarterback, 2nd down and goal, and again they give it to Shockley. Shockley with a little running room, and he's in for the score. Shockley around the right side, got a block that time when needed, and the Blue Devils, with a little help, finally get it into the end zone, and they're on the board. It's 15-6.
Zach Thompson at guard pulled and led Shockley on the sweep. So Shockley gets it in the end zone for the touchdown, and Lebanon gets on the board with 6:30 to go in the 1st half. John, you've got the call of the PAT attempt.
And got an extra ball out on the field.
One of our 12 ball boys didn't run out there and pick that up. We've got more kids running footballs than we've got in blue jerseys on the field, and we can't get that ball off the field. Unbelievable. John, you got it.
All right, I just caught the ball that they threw off the field. I'm holding this ball now, son. The snap is back. It's on the tee. The kick is up. It looks good. It is. Touchdown. Or the field goal. The extra point is good. The score now, 15-7, 6:30 to go in the 2nd quarter of play. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Derek Allison has kicked the extra point. 6:30 left in the 1st half. The score is now Lavergne 15, Lebanon 7.
And the Blue Devils will get set to kick it away. It'll be Allison to kick it. And again, they line up for that little sideways thing that they have been doing, which has been very effective for the Blue Devils all year.
And they'll be against the wind.
Whoa. This one is going to be an onside, but it isn't going to go 10 yards, I don't think.
That's where the ball is. That thing got up in a wind, Clyde, and hung.
You see it blow it back a little bit.
It went about 9 yards, and whoever caught it for Lebanon was trying to keep his feet on the far side of the 50. That's pretty good thinking, but that kick went absolutely nowhere.
Well, if he could have kept his balance. Well, the official now just pointed the wrong way. Now they turn him around.
Yeah. That ball, now if it goes beyond the 50, Lebanon had a chance at that, but that thing, I wouldn't think went about 9 yards.
And 9 is what they got out of it. Lavergne in Lebanon territory, the 49 with a 1st and 10. And they give it to the big fullback. No, they give it to Grimes, and Grimes slides off to the near side and rolls all the way down near the 45. Well, that's a keeper. Troop kept it.
Yeah, good job on the belly option. They ride the fullback in there. Troop pulls it at the last second and darts off guard with it for good yardage on 1st down. About 4 yards, a long 4, a short 5 for pickup for the junior A.J. Troop.
2nd down, 6, ball at the Lebanon 45. Troop, the quarterback. This time gives it to the fullback, and he blasts through there over the 40, down inside the 35, all the way down to the Blue Devil 33, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Clyde Abernathy, the fullback, they give it to him. They ride it in there, and he gets to keep it. So Terry Abernathy breaks into Lebanon secondary for good yardage.
Tommy, all the way down to just outside the Lebanon 33, a 12-yard pickup and a 1st down for Lavergne.
Lavergne now going with a double wideouts. Troop, the quarterback. Grimes is the tailback. Abernathy's the fullback. And they give it to Grimes through the middle. Got a little hole and runs through there. Fumble, and Lebanon says they have it, but let's wait and see. We have no word from the official as of yet. No, but Lavergne comes up with it.
Grimes got his hands back on it. It came loose late, and in the pile, tailback Chris Grimes is able to get possession of that football. And still positive yards on 1st down with that play.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down, 7, ball at the Lebanon 30. 15-7, Lavergne leading and wanting more here before halftime. Troop gives it to his fullback this time. He's knocked back and then tries it again, hit again, still driving outside, going to lose a yard or so on the game, on the play.
Trice and Vandenberg combined on the tackle. They were like the 5th and 6th Blue Devils to make contact with Abernathy, the fullback. Hires leaves the game at the linebacker spot, and replacing him, Chris Steelman, the senior, will be at the strong linebacker spot for Lebanon.
And it will be 3rd down and 7 now. Ball at the Lebanon 31. Again, they go with the 2 wideouts. Abernathy, the fullback. Grimes is the tailback. A.J. Troop, the quarterback, up underneath the center. Will call the play. 4 minutes to play before halftime. Troop is back, wants to throw. Looks, rush all over him, and they get him way back and outside the 40. At about the 41. 3-4 Blue Devils pour in there then. Big number 57, Miller, leading the charge.
Clyde also in there for Lebanon, the strong safety, Adam Dillon. We sent the safety off of the corner. They were in a pro left set. Dillon lines up on the tight end side of the field, and he blitzes. So a great play defensively for the Blue Devils is now in to kick the football will be Zach Lamb on 4th down and very long yardage for Lavergne.
And the Blue Devils will get it back with 3.5 minutes to play. And here is the kick. Blue Devils get close, but no, and a fair catch going to be called for and caught down at about the 7-yard line. Jones at the 7. So Lebanon pinned way back.
Why you catch it right there, that is anybody's guess, Terry Stafford.
Very good question, Tommy. A line drive punt that undoubtedly would have gone into the end zone for a touchback, but Lebanon calls for a fair catch and then drops the fair catch, but recover it. 33 yards on the punt. Lebanon back up at their own 7. 3:10 left in the 1st half.
Justin Jones coming to the near side. Deppendahl split to the right. Blue Devils moving right to left, south to north, and they give it to Shockley, and he's going to jam in there for a couple of yards. Maybe it made the 9-yard line. And that's where they'll put it down at the 9. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 situation for the Blue Devils, and Lavergne puts more beef in the center of that line.
If you're wondering where Lebanon's tailback is, Justin Forrest, he ran one play, Lebanon's first play from scrimmage. Lavergne smacked him, knocked the ball loose, and he has suffered perhaps a slight concussion. He's on the sideline without his helmet, and so he's not coming back in right now.
Blue Devils with 2 wideouts to the near side. Ship, the quarterback, underneath. Shockley now in motion. Ship looks, wants to throw, fires. He's got his tight end. Will pass a little bit high. And Neighbors had the boom lowered on him at about the 20. And he is down.
It's one of those rib shots, kidney shots right there. The tight end kind of hung out to dry. The pass high, and Brian Neighbors goes up to catch it, and he takes a helmet right in the small of his back. So injury timeout with 2:23 to go in the first half. Lebanon trails 15-7. We'll take a quick 30 seconds, and we'll be back. This is Blue Devil football on FM 98.9. So in the first half, Lebanon trails 15-7. Looking at a 3rd down and about 9. Lebanon got the football deep inside their own territory.
Blue Devils will go with 3 wideouts. Jones to the near side, Schaefer and Defendahl to the far side. And Ship wants to throw. Looks, swings it out, and it's almost intercepted. If it was, it is touchdown. Big number 54 got a hand on that and tapped it up in the air, almost caught it at the goal line. He would have just stepped in for a Lavergne touchdown, but the Blue Devils will have to punt it away.
Clyde, Lebanon tries that little flip to the tailback, and Lavergne had a lineman right there in the middle of the play. If he catches it, he may be standing on the goal line at the time that ball went through his hands. Schaefer will kick it away for Lebanon, kicking into the wind. Twin receivers deep for the Wolverines, and a flag going to be thrown against the Blue Devils. Perhaps a delay. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, was that a timeout? Timeout. Lebanon has taken a timeout to make sure they've got the right personnel on the field. Deep return for the Wolverines. Dodd and Grimes will stand just inside the hash marks on about the Lebanon 38-39 yard line. John, we notice Forrest has gone to the locker room. His night probably over with for the Blue Devils. It didn't get off to a good start there when he took that shot to the head, did it?
No, and like I said, the defensive end came untouched and tattooed him right in the right ear, and then he got hit as well straight on up. The linebacker shot to the right side guard, and so he got really nailed right off the bat. So it's not a good way to start a ball game with a fumble. Vanderbilt is handling the long snap of the punt.
Schaefer will kick out of his own end zone, gets it out of there, and it's an end-over-end thing that's going to roll and then take it will then take a bounce against the Blue Devils and kick sideways instead of running on down the field. It goes to the side, and the Wolverines will have the football at the Lebanon 35 with 2:08 to work. There's plenty of time for the Wolverines.
Terry, what about that kick?
Tommy, the kick and roll for Schaefer, good for 26 yards. Lavergne going to start at the 35. They've still got 2:08 left in the first half.
And Clyde, I didn't think about this, but when Neighbors went out, he got hit in the back. He's the long snapper on punts, field goals, PATs. So Taylor Vandiver had to step in. He's the backup.
Okay, let's see what the Wolverines do here. 1st and 10 from the Lebanon 35. A.J. Troop with motion across the action. That's Brown in motion. And Troop back to throw. Looks, Brown's wide open down the middle, and he fires it to him and overthrows him down at the goal line. He was wide open in the middle of the Blue Devil secondary back there. Troop a little bit late getting the pass to him, but man, was he open for a few seconds in there.
They ran motion across the formation with Brown and turned him deep up the sideline. We had Vandiver short, Jones coming over from center field trying to sandwich and put a little box on him. But Brown got between them, and the ball just overthrown just a little bit. A good, strong arm by A.J. Troop, incomplete on the pass.
15-7, Lebanon trailing with 1:58 to play. Lavergne once more. They're at the Lebanon 35 with a 2nd down and 10. Troop, the quarterback. Toss sweep to Grimes. Coming to the near side. Lebanon trying to string it out. Now he reverses field. Heads for the far side. Gets a block. Jones going to have to collar him down at the 25-yard line. With a minute 42. The clock still ticking. With a minute 38. They've put the football. It'll be... Well, let's see where they spot it. They spot it at the 26, where it will be 3rd down and 1.
John, I was surprised to see him wind the clock on that one to keep the clock going.
Well, he didn't have any choice but to get thrown out of bounds because the tackle that was made was high and tight, threw him right out of bounds to stop the clock.
1:15, and the play is right in the middle. Did he get enough for the 1st down? I don't know. It's going to be close. Quarterback sneak in the middle. I think he did. But let's see. By just barely by the length of the football, but I think that may be enough. 1:03 to play. With a football just inside the Lebanon 25. With a minute 3, and I think they're going to measure this thing. It looked like from here it is there.
Well, the football is well beyond, well, I say well beyond. It is just inside the 25-yard line. The mark looked like it was going to have to go to the 25, so they're going to stretch the chain, and it will be a 1st down. A minute 3 to go in the 1st half. Lavergne on top 15-7. And they want to make sure the play that they want called, they want the right play in the game. So Lavergne's going to take a timeout right here. A minute 3 to go in the 1st half. Lebanon trails Lavergne 15-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The final Blue Devil football game of the 2001 season. Lebanon trails Lavergne by a score of 15-7. A minute 3 to go in the 1st half. Lavergne has it 1st and 10 at, I'm going to call it the 25-yard line of Lebanon. They've thrown to the end zone once, trying to get something in there. Lavergne 1st and 10 at the 25.
Well, a minute 3 to play here in the opening half. Lavergne leading the Blue Devils 15-7. 1 and more at the Blue Devil 25. They bring Grimes in motion across the action. And Troop goes back to throw, wants to throw, and he's looking for Grimes. But he throws instead to the near side at the 20. It's complete, and he's going to be stopped at the 14-yard line. Throwing to number 1 out there, that is Nathan Hancock. Hancock was wide open. He was a second choice. They wanted to go for Grimes. He was covered. They throw to Hancock, and he gets the 1st down at the 14.
Quite a well-designed play. They run Grimes deep, and he carries most of the secondary with him out of the backfield. And the underneath man, Nathan Hancock, the sophomore, just kind of settles in there on about the 15-yard line, makes the catch, and takes it in for 1st down yardage. So the clock stopped. 47.9 to go. Lavergne has taken a timeout. Terry, what have they got? 1 left?
Tommy, that is their 2nd. They have 1 timeout left.
What about Troop throwing the football tonight, the quarterback for Lavergne?
Tommy, he's only thrown it 3 times. Most of the time he's going to hand it off to Grimes, but he's thrown it 3 times. He's completed 2 of those for 47 yards.
Touchbacks, please.
Lebanon trying to hold them out of the end zone here at their own 14. Lavergne looking at a 1st and 10. They can get a 1st without scoring.
And it's 48 seconds left on the 1st half clock. Blue Devils down 15-7. Lavergne knocking on the door. Troop sets his ball club and goes back to throw. Looks right. Fires for the end zone, and it is going to be touchdown. Kept his feet in bounds. Great catch. Jones was all over him over there, but not close enough. He caught the football, kept the feet in bounds, and scores.
John, that was right in front of you. What about the catch by Chris Darden?
That was just a great pass and a great catch and a good defensive effort by Jones, who stretched out, both of them stretched out horizontal with the ground, and the receiver comes up with a catch and the score. We got a Lebanon Blue Devil down on the play.
John, it looks like John Miller, who may have aggravated that injury to his left shoulder, he's in some pain right now.
He was chasing the quarterback, trying to catch the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. But one heck of a pass and catch. I tell you, that's something that
he hung that in line, didn't he?
He did, and the receiver stretched out there and managed to bring the ball in, keep his feet in bounds, and Jones was all over the play. I mean, you know, he made some ground up and made a good defensive effort at the ball, but the pass was just right where only the receiver could get a hand on it, and it worked. Lavergne goes up 21-7. They're fixing to attempt this point after. This, I don't think they'll do any razzle-dazzle. The field goal kicker is into the ball game. That would be Latondris. Zach Dean will handle the snap from center. 40 seconds to go. The snap is back. It is a fake. They were fixing to do a little trickery once again. Penalty on the play.
That was the wing back. They had Darden lined up on the wing, bringing him around on a reverse. That's a nice looking play.
Yep. So Lavergne moves before the ball is snapped, cost him 5 yards. So we'll see if the trickery will happen again. Once again, Dean handling the long snap from center. Let's see what happens here. The snap is back. It's on the tee. The kick is up. It looks good. It is.
It's good.
So they get it through the uprights. It's 22-7, 40 seconds to go in the first half of play. The sideline report brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. Go by and see Ron and the gang in the morning for all your family hair care needs. The score, 22-7. Blue Devils are behind. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Seconds left in the first half. Quarterback A.J. Troop hit Chris Darden a 14-yard touchdown pass as Lavergne goes 35 yards in 5 plays. Ladondris comes in, kicks the extra point. It's 22-7 Lavergne, 40 seconds left in the first half.
Well, we're ready to play, and the Blue Devils will get set to receive. They've got 40.7 seconds on the halftime clock. And let's see what they will do with it. They kick it forward, and Lebanon jumps on it. It doesn't go the 10 yards. It goes about 8, and Lebanon will have it at the 48-yard line in Lavergne territory. Blue Devils will have time for a couple of pass plays here, maybe. Ball at the Lavergne 48.
Lebanon going to try to salvage something offensively here in this first half of play. Ship at quarterback, Trice at fullback, Shockley in there tailback for Lebanon.
Ship sends out 3 receivers and is up under the center and rolls to throw, looks, fires down the middle, and he's caught by Jones. Jones at the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. It's a Blue Devil touchdown, Justin Jones.
The box route, the deep turn-in route to Jones, connection from Taylor Ship to Jones, and he takes it in for the touchdown, eludes a tackler and gets the angle. So he goes in for the touchdown. 52 yards on that, 48 yards on that play for the Blue Devils, and the touchdown, and Lebanon cuts it to 22-13. John, you've got the call of the PAT attempt by Lebanon.
Allison in to attempt the point after. Defendahl will handle a long snap from center. Snap is called for. It's a little high. It's down on the tee. The kick is up. It looks good. It is. So Lebanon cuts the lead to 22-14, 27 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's a huge turn of events for the Blue Devils. A breath of fresh air that they needed. Quick note there, that's John Newman long snapping, the freshman long snapping for the Blue Devils. We'll take it back to the station. This sideline report was brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. Back in 30 seconds.
Against the answer to the touchdown, Taylor Ship hits Justin Jones, 48-yard touchdown pass. It's 22-14 Lavergne.
Here's the kick down the middle. It's picked up by Abernathy, the fullback, and he's going to get out to about the 34-yard line and be piled back then. And Lavergne will have 19 and a half seconds to work here in the first half. We've had more action in the last minute and a half than we had in the whole first half here for these two ball clubs.
This note, John Miller, defensive tackle, has gone to the locker room. I saw him go with a trainer. He's favoring that left shoulder. So Lebanon had with a substitute at the tackle position for Lebanon. Stillman goes to tackle, so we've got Hires and Trice as your linebackers.
Troop hands off to his fullback, Big Abernathy. Got some running room out to the 40, slides outside. He's at the 45, to the 50, to the 45, inside the 40, and going to finally be ridden out of bounds down at the 31-yard line.
Minchie on the tackle for Lebanon. Vandiver in there to help him. Dustin Minchie and Taylor Vandiver combined on the tackle. Clock stopped with 6.6 seconds to go in the first half. Lavergne's going to take their last time out. Terry, what about that run from scrimmage by the fullback, Abernathy?
Tommy, line of scrimmage to 34 Lavergne. We finally run him out of bounds at the 31 of Lebanon, as Lavergne trying to run the clock down, can't do it. He goes 35 yards into Lebanon territory.
They had a good little turn there as Abernathy got it on the corner. John, Neighbors not in there. He took that helmet to the rib cage. I know Vandiver had been doing some snapping. What about getting Newman in there to do the long snap?
Newman will be handling the snap on the extra points, and Vandiver will be handling the long snaps on the punts. Evidently, our big tight end, the long snapper who has took that shot in the back, Neighbors, was the long snapper all year long on both extra points and punts, but evidently has an elbow problem that's causing him not to do the long snapping in either case. The shot to the back just added insult to injury, so to speak, but he wasn't going to long snap anyway tonight.
Okay, thanks, John.
Well, Lavergne got another shot at it here with 6.6 seconds left in the first half of the football game. They lead the Blue Devils 22-14. They go with a two wide out set. Troop back to throw. Looks. Blue Devils after him. Flush him out of the pocket, and Schaefer's got him back at the 40. And that should run out the half and will right there. Schaefer with the sack. And it's a 22-14 halftime score. Blue Devils on the short end of the stick. We'll pause for 2 minutes, then be back with our halftime show.
We would now like to introduce our senior varsity cheerleaders. Jamie Boyd is the daughter of T.J. Green. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years and is a member of Spanish Club, Love, Stars, FCA, and Freshman Volleyball. She was also elected to Who's Who. Jamie would like to attend the University of Chicago. Sarah Camp is the daughter of James and Peggy Camp. She has cheered for 4 years and has been a member of SAD, newspaper staff, FCA, student council, and FCCLA. Sarah was the freshman cheerleader captain and received awards for Most Spirited and Best Base. She would like to attend MTSU and major in psychology. Shannon Clark, the daughter of Brent and Diane Clark, has cheered for 4 years and is captain this year. She is a member of Beta Club, choir, student government, and Spanish Club. Shannon has been a student government and class officer. She plans to attend the University of Tennessee. Danielle Hankins is the daughter of Dennis and Bridget Hankins. This is her first year as a cheerleader, and she is a member of FCA, Beta Club, Student Government, French Club, and Glasscock's Courtyard Crew. Danielle is undecided about her future plans. Angela Hurd, the daughter of William and Marche Mathis, has cheered for 3 years. She is a member of Stars, SAD, FCA, Spanish Club, and choir. She plans to attend Tennessee State University and major in forensic evidence. Jamie Nollner is the daughter of David Nollner and Patricia Nollner. This is her 2nd year as a cheerleader. Jamie is a member of Student Government and Beta Club. She has played girls soccer and is the senior class treasurer. She plans to attend Western Kentucky and major in medicine. Heather Shell is the daughter of Bill and Nancy Shell. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years and is a member of FCA, Beta Club, Spanish Club, Graduation Committee, and Interact. She also participated in Student Council. Heather was voted most spirited twice and has been elected to Who's Who. She would like to attend either UT Martin or the University of Georgia to major in forensics. Aileen Tate, the daughter of Jim and Pam Tate, has been a cheerleader for 4 years and is one of this year's co-captains. She is a member of FGA, Beta Club, Interact, Spanish Club, Graduation Committee, Yearbook staff, and newspaper staff. Aileen is unsure of where she would like to attend college. Natalie Turner is the daughter of John and Faye Turner. She will be introduced with the homecoming court. Bess Ann Warren is the daughter of Larry Moore Warren and Sandra Warren. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years and is a member of Youth Leadership Wilson, the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, and played girls soccer. Bess Ann plans to major in design, but is unsure of a college. Let's thank these students and their parents for all their hard work. Thank you. Now it is time to introduce our 2001 homecoming court. Freshman attendant Jessie Bewley is the daughter of Jimmy and Tabby Bewley and Amy Bewley. She is a member of the freshman cheerleading squad. Jessie is being escorted by freshman Hunter Reynolds, the son of Janae Reynolds. He is a member of the freshman football, basketball, and baseball teams. Carmen Oakley, also a freshman, is the daughter of Kenneth and Marie Oakley. She is a member of the freshman cheerleading squad. Freshman Josh Dibbrell is Carmen's escort. He is the son of Eddie and Judy Dibbrell. Josh is a member of the freshman football team. Sophomore attendant Malia Montgomery is the daughter of Neil and Calibra Montgomery. She is a member of Student Government, FCA, and Love, and is the sophomore class vice president. Malia is being escorted by sophomore Chad Barnes. He is the son of Steve Barnes and Connie Barnes. Chad has played football for 2 years and is a member of the track team, Spanish club, and the yearbook staff. Lauren Hubbard is the junior attendant. She is the daughter of Larry and Pam Hubbard. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years and is one of this year's co-captains. Lauren is a student council officer, a class officer, an FCA officer, and a member of Beta Club, Leadership Wilson, and the newspaper staff. She was voted most promising freshman and the Hobie ambassador from LHS. Lauren's escort is Taylor Shipp, a junior. He is the son of Tony and Jane Shipp and has played football for 3 years. He is a member of Spanish Club, Beta Club, Love, and Stars, as well as an FCA officer. Taylor also played freshman baseball and basketball. He placed 3rd in the State Geometry Bowl and is the top 10% of his class. Senior Queen candidate Megan Ash is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ron Ash. She is a member of Beta Club, Student Council, FCA, yearbook staff, and the basketball team. She has volunteered with Special Olympics and is rated in the top 15% of her class. Megan also earned the Best 3-Point Percentage Award in basketball 2 years in a row. She would like to attend a 4-year college specializing in graphic design. Megan is being escorted by senior John Miller. He is the son of Randy and Beverly Miller. He has played football for 4 years and is also on the wrestling team. John has received the Most Valuable Specialty Team Award for football and most pins and most approved awards for wrestling. He is not sure which college he would like to attend. Rachel Martin is the next senior queen candidate. She is the daughter of Jamie and Marilyn Martin. Rachel is a member of the basketball, track, and cross-country teams. She is also a member of the newspaper staff, the Youth Fair Board, Stars, Latin Club, and Graduation Committee. She was also elected to Who's Who and Volunteer Girl State. She is undecided about her future plans. Senior Chad Lanning is Rachel's escort. He is the son of Dr. Chuck and Faye Lanning. He has played football for 4 years and is a member of Beta Club. Chad is an FCA officer and was elected to Boy State and Who's Who. He is also named All-Region in football. Natalie Turner is our final senior queen candidate. She is the daughter of John and Faye Turner and has been a cheerleader for 3 years. She is a member of Beta Club and French Club. Natalie is the student government vice president, a class officer, an FCA officer, and an assistant editor of the newspaper. She was elected to Who's Who and Girl State. She plans to go into nursing. Natalie is being escorted by senior Brad Trice. He is the son of Terry and Vicky Trice. He is also a 4-year football player. Brad is a member of FFA, Spanish Club, the track team, and is an FCA officer. He was elected to Who's Who and is undecided about his future plans. Principal Mr. Kip Premier and Student Council President Ron Yearwood will be crowning the Queen and presenting her with flowers. At this moment, I would like to now announce this year, 2001 Lebanon High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Natalie Turner. Let's have a round of applause for our 2001 homecoming court.
And Tommy, that concludes this year's homecoming court presentation.
Thank you, Danny. Lebanon's homecoming draws to a close. Of course, no time on the clock, and we don't know how much longer they'll run that. We're going to send it back to the station for a couple of minutes. 2 minutes on the break. We'll give you that score. Lebanon trails Lavergne 22-14. We're at the half. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The Women's Health Center are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. From Dr. Charles Lanning and the Women's Health Center, go Blue Devils. University Medical Center are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. From University Medical Center, go Blue Devils. Lebanon Dodge, Lebanon Lincoln Mercury Cadillac are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Billy Farrell and Eddie Oliver want to wish the Blue Devils much success on this year's season. From Lebanon Dodge, Lebanon Lincoln Mercury Cadillac, go Blue Devils. Randy's Barbershop are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Randy Johnson would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Randy's Barbershop, go Big Blue. Buckeyes Discount Drugs are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. John Turner of Buckeyes would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Buckeye Drugs, go Big Blue. Partlow Funeral Chapel are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Jackie Partlow would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Partlow Funeral Chapel, go Blue Devils. Charter Communications are proud sponsors of Lebanon High School Blue Devil football. Charter Communications would like to wish the Blue Devils good luck and much success on this year's season. From Charter Communications, go Blue Devils.
Here is Chris Grimes, and here with the second half play-by-play call is Clyde Harville.
Okay, here's Allison's kick. Across the field thing, it's going down to about the 30, and it'll be taken there by Grimes. He dodges one man, heads upfield. Got a little running room over the 35, out to the 36, 37 to the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Lavergne at their own 38.
So Lavergne will put it in play 1st and 10 at their 38. Lebanon with the cross-the-field pop-fly kick. I got a feeling that's kind of what they were trying to do on that kick that went about 8 or 9 yards. They got caught in the wind and got knocked down, but this one more in line with what Lebanon wanted to do. The Darden did get a good return, so Lavergne puts it in play 1st and 10 at their own 38.
They'll go with a double wide out set. A.J. Troop is the quarterback underneath. Troop will hand it to his fullback, and he's going to plow and drive out to the 40. May have made the 41 before he gets shoved back by the middle of the Blue Devil defense in there. Gain of about 2-3 yards by the fullback Abernathy. Brandon Abernathy, a 6-foot, 195-pound junior carrying it. Gets to the 40. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down, 8 for the Wolverines at their own 40.
Defensively for Lebanon, Schaefer, Varte Martin, Aaron Smith at the nose. John Miller back in the game at that defensive tackle position. He had left the field with that shoulder injury. Checking for Lebanon, the new nose man is Dustin Wade.
Suggs, or Troop down the line, pitches out, and here's Grimes. He's got room, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30. He's gone, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Grimes carries it all the way. Jones had a shot at him at the goal line, slid off his shoulder pads, and Grimes carries it 60 yards for a Lavergne touchdown on the second play of the third quarter.
Minchie had a shot at him, missed him. He outran Minchie, and he beats the angle. Grimes beats the angle with Jones out around the goal line, so he takes it to the house. That didn't take long. 11:03 to go in the third. Lightning has struck once again as the Wolverines have taken it to the house, and they will go for 2. We'll keep the play up here, John.
Troop, the quarterback, has Abernathy's fullback back. Everybody else is out. And Troop goes back to throw. Looks, fires over the middle, and he's dropped. Hit it right in the middle. He had a big tight end out there. That was Brandon March, 195-pound, 6-foot junior. Hit him right in the gut, and he coughed it up. So they miss out on the 2-point conversion. It's 28-14 as they come back down the field. 11:03 to play, third period. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
because life...
Get on the board here in the second half. Chris Grimes, a 60-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion pass was incomplete. So with 11:03 left in the third, it's Lavergne 28, 11-14.
And Lavergne will kick it off. Blue Devils will have Schaefer along with A.J. Stewart back deep. Schaefer at the 11, Stewart at the 10. Blue Devils moving from your right to left, and again they fall 2 touchdowns behind the Lavergne Wolverines. Here it's 28-14, and here's the kick. Long and deep, it's going to go to Schaefer at the 9. Schaefer will scoop it up to the 10, out to the 15, needs a block, slides outside, trying to make the 20, and will make the 20-yard line. Just across the 20 at the 21. Schaefer will bring it out, and the Blue Devils will put it in play at that point.
I want to thank our good friends at Dick's Food Market and Poppy's Pizza for providing pre-game and post-game food for our TSSAA officials tonight. Thanks to Poppy's Pizza and Glenn Gardner at Dick's Food Market for all the good things they do for Blue Devil football.
Ball at the 21. Blue Devils are the 1st and 10. Schaefer goes wide right. They bring Jones to the near side. Ship is the quarterback. Trice is the fullback, and the tailback is Shockley, and they give it to Shockley. Got a little bit of a hole, barrels and drives, and gets 5 out to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 10 as Shockley got a pretty good little run, slant off tackle that time, and got some pretty good yardage out of it. Picks up 5 to bring it to 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 5, I beg your pardon. We just get a note here. Riverdale pouring it on Smyrna, 38-7 in the 3rd. Double wide out set for the Blue Devils. Ship, the junior, at the quarterback spot. Sets his team down. Quick opener, tries nothing. He may have gotten a half yard, not a lot. Big 72 in there on the tackle. Travis Shapley, a junior, 195-pound, 6'2 junior. Knocks him down. Well, they're going to, they might have got a little generous spot there out to the 26. It'll bring it 3rd and 4.
Defensively, Lavergne still in that 5-3 look, 3 deep in the secondary. On the corners, you've got Dodd, Darden, and Gaines is your free safety. Lebanon pretty much in a balanced set offensively.
3rd and 4 for the Blue Devils at their own 26. Ship bootlegs right, wants to throw, looks, fires. Almost intercepted, but they knock it down. It was going for Neighbors, the tight end, and the pass a little bit underthrown, and Lavergne had a hand on it. They had the only shot at catching the ball. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Blue Devils will have to kick it away.
Joe O'Brien, the outside linebacker on that side, jumped that out route. They had Neighbors on the far sideline, and O'Brien very nearly picked that one off. Deep to return for the Wolverines. Grimes and Darden. Schaefer will kick it for Lebanon. Taylor Vandiver long snapping on the punt.
And they've got Grimes and Darden, the speedsters, back at their own 42. Schaefer, low snap, got time. End over end thing, going to hit and take a Lebanon bounce. And Darden going to fiddle with it and pick it up and get hogtied about the 37. He finally got his hands on it, got it off the ground at the 35. A little bit dangerous handling there, but he found the handle. Lebanon will hog time after a 2-yard gain.
Vandiver and Goolsby on quick coverage for the Blue Devils. Terry, once again, not a thing of beauty, but pretty effective by Schaefer.
You're right, Tommy. Low line drive kick by Schaefer, good for 39 yards. Darden picks it up, returns it 2 yards to the Lavergne 37.
And the Wolverines will put it in play. Took them 2 plays to score after halftime. Now they've got it again at their own 37. A.J. Troop, the junior, at the controls underneath the center. Pulls it out, toss, sweep to the near side, and here comes Grimes again. And the Blue Devils had 2 men sitting there waiting on him, and he gets between, just fakes both of them, clear out of their britches, and gets 5 more yards all the way out to the 45, and flags coming down, and I think it's going to be a face mask on the Blue Devils.
Flag came out late toward the tail end of the play. Penalty will be marked off against the Blue Devils as they came with the option to the Lavergne side of the field. They belly it to the fullback. Troop pulls it, makes a quick pitch to Grimes, who gets on the corner for good yardage, and he'll tackle a little extra on. So the ball will be spotted at the Lebanon 49. Terry, what about Grimes tonight running the football?
Tommy picks up 8 on that play before the penalty. So 18, or to make that 16 carries tonight, 146 yards for Grimes and 2 touchdowns.
And we're just barely past halftime. A.J. Troop sets his team. Double wide out set. Troop gives in the middle to the big fullback. He breaks one tackle, slides outside, and then is corralled by the Blue Devils, and they jam him all the way back to the 50, but I think he stuck it down near the 46 for about a 3-yard gain before they knock him back. They'll put it at the 46. It'll be a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Ayers comes into the football game. Arte Martin goes out. Steelman will move to that tackle spot. So your linebackers Trice and Ayers. Steelman at a tackle, Miller at a tackle, and the nose man will be Dustin Wade. Wade, junior, 5'10", 230 pounds. Big kid at the nose for Lebanon.
Ball at the 46 of Lebanon. Troop down the line, now swings it out to Grimes, and he can't get a hand on it.
That was a lateral.
Well, it's a lateral, evidently,
Yeah.
and he did pick it up. It was behind the line of scrimmage. He dropped it, but picks it up and gets 2-3 yards, crosses the 45 inside the 44 down to the 43, where they will mark it. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 4 now.
John, he had a big play if he could have caught that one in the air.
We were closing in on him, Tommy, but we didn't realize it was a lateral and give up on it. So that's why he was able to pick it up and to get some positive yardage out of that, what would have been a fumble.
3rd and 4, big play here for the Lebanon defense. Double wide out set. Troop sets his ball club. A.J. Troop hands off in the middle, and nothing going there as they get Grimes that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down situation. Steelman on the stop for the Blue Devils. And it'll bring up a 4th and 3.
They leave their offense on the field.
Well, they are. They're evidently going to go for it. Not much respect here for the Blue Devil defense. 4th and 3. Troop sets his ball club. Lebanon jumps but gets back. Long count. Maybe they're trying to draw Lebanon off sides, and evidently that's what it was. And it almost worked. The Blue Devil jumped but didn't get in the neutral zone and got back and got set. So evidently they tried to pull the Blue Devils offside. Didn't work. They'll kick the football.
7:18 to go in the 3rd. We'll keep it right here as Lavergne tries to get Lebanon to jump. Lebanon trails Lavergne 28-14. 7:18 to go in the 3rd period. Kicking the football will be Zach Lamb. Deep return for the Blue Devils. We've got A.J. Stewart and Justin Jones. Jones standing on his 15. And if you have to back up, fellas, don't call a fair catch.
Well,
please.
They're at about the 14.
They kick it over your head, let it go.
Okay, let's see what they're going to do here, if they're really going to kick the football. Here's the snap. It's back to the long man, and they are going to kick it, and it's going to be a beautiful kick.
Oh, no.
And, boy, you thought Lebanon was going to kick it, catch it at the 1, but all of a sudden it gets out of the way. And it goes into the end zone, and the Blue Devils will get it on the 20.
You know, you've seen teams where the return man will come up the field and wave for the fair catch and try to get the gunners to break down on you, and the ball goes over your head. No, that didn't happen because our guy went back and tried to throw him off. Terry, what about that kick?
Nice kick by Lamb. Thank God it goes into the end zone. 42-yard punt. Lebanon going to start at their own 20. 7:09 left in the 3rd.
Oh, man, we've seen it all.
Blue Devil offense not getting anything going here in the 3rd period. Got 4 receivers out, and they throw it out to Defendahl, throw it high, and it's 2nd down and 10. Had 3 receivers to the wide side, 1 to the near side. The pass was going to be swung out to Defendahl behind 2 blockers, but the pass was high, and it goes incomplete. Now they bring Neighbors in, and Defendahl will go out to put the tight end in.
John, it looked like he was throwing the out route, and Defendahl maybe ran the little box route, little box in.
May have been, Tommy. Ship really throws the ball hard with a lot of speed, a lot of heat on it, and either the wrong route was run or he threw it, got away from him. 2nd
and 10. They go with the 2 wide out set now. And Ship wants to throw, and they've got him way back inside the 5-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 7. Let's see where they will put it down. I think at the 7, but a big loss. And it'll bring up 3rd down for the Blue Devils. 3rd and a mile. They go for Lebanon.
John,
back near their own goal line.
Taylor Shipp weighs 150 pounds, and they slung him around like a rag doll.
Sure did, Tommy. Come in from the blind side and caught him, wrestled him down by the neck, and kind of threw him out back there. The ball came loose as he hit the ground, so it's going to be spotted about on the 8.
3rd down and 22 for the Blue Devils. Shipp back to throw, looks, fires over the middle and going for Deppendahl, and the pass goes awry, and it'll bring up 4th down, and the Blue Devils have to kick it away again. And from the end zone this time, Schaefer will have to kick. The ball is at the 8.
Vandiver will be the long snapper tonight on the punt. Lavergne sends twin receivers deep. We got Chaz Dodd deep along with Chris Darden, twin receiver, standing on about the Lebanon 42, 43-yard line.
Here's a snap, and it's going to go out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. That was way over the head of Schaefer. Hits the scoreboard, as a matter of fact. That looked like a lob shot from center court there. It'll be a safety, and it'll tack 2 points onto Lavergne, which will make it a 30-14 ball game. Now the Blue Devils will have to kick it away from their own 20.
Free kick by the Blue Devils. Let's take a 30-second break here after telling you the score. Lavergne leads Lebanon by a score of 30-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Lavergne with the safety as Lebanon snaps the ball out of the end zone of the punt. It's 30-14 Lavergne.
And this thing's going to go out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. And Lavergne is going to get great field position out of this. Lebanon's free kick there. Goes out of bounds. They'll have it at the... Let's see where they're going to put this thing down. I think they're going to bring it back and make them kick it again.
Yeah, if we back up 5, that means we kick it from the 15. Oh, yeah, let's back it up.
So Lebanon will have to re-kick the football, and keep in mind they're kicking into a pretty strong wind. If you get it up in the air, it's not going too far, that's for certain.
I'm just trying to figure out what I can say to describe this turn of events here. In this 3rd period, it has gotten ugly.
Schaefer will now kick from the 15. 6:13 to play in the 3rd period. It's 30-14. Lebanon down to Lavergne. And here's Schaefer's kick, and again goes to the sideline, gets it over the 50 to about the 48, and it will be well, do we have another penalty?
Yeah. Now, if we kick it out of bounds a couple of more times, let's see, it means you'd be kicking, it'd be half the distance to the goal. So, I don't know. Yeah, Lavergne's going to take it at the Lebanon 40. So, let's be glad that it has stopped at this point. Lebanon goes on defense at their own 40. Troop leads them out of the huddle. 30-14.
And Troop with Abernathy at the fullback spot, Grimes at the tailback spot, gives it to Grimes, and somebody got a handful of shirt, and they pull him down. That's Miller, got a handful of shirt, would not let go, and it's going to be about a 3-yard loss, and I think that may be the first time tonight we have stopped Grimes for a loss.
Terry, is that pretty accurate?
That is correct. -3 on that run by Grimes. 19 carries, 147 yards tonight by Grimes.
Jeff Jordan with these updates on the scoreboard. Blackman leads Glencliff early in the 4th by a score of 28-22. Franklin County leads Cookeville 10-9. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Riverdale leads Smyrna 45-7.
Jordan, the only man I know with a cell phone grown to his ear.
Is that what that is?
Troop underneath. Double wide out set. Grimes the lone setback. Troop wants to throw. Here's the rush, and he's got Grimes wide open, 25-30 to the 20, and knocked down inside the 20 all the way down to the 17. They faked the handoff to Grimes, slid him out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. He was wide open at about the 30. Carries it all the way down inside the 17 with the nose of the football at about, well, let's say the nose of the football at the 17. It'll be 1st and 10 Lavergne at that point. They lead 30-14 with 5 minutes to play in the third period. The third period has been ugly for the Blue Devils. Troop again gives it to Grimes, runs into a bunch of Blue Devils there, nowhere to go. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 from that point.
4:38 and 4:36 to go now in the third period, and Lavergne has taken a game that was 22-14 at the half and has tacked on 8 points. They score a touchdown, missed the 2-point conversion, but with the safety snapping it out of Lebanon, snapping it out of their own end zone, they've pulled away and now turned this into a 16-point game.
Handoff in the middle to the fullback, and flying and driving is Abernathy, running on a game leg, and still he blows through the Blue Devil line over the 15, over the 10, down near the 7-yard line on the carry. He'd been limping all evening, but made the big carry. They'll put it at the 8, and it'll be 1st and go, or rather it'll be 3rd down and a yard from the 8. 3rd and a yard from the 8. Lavergne now in a little bit of a mix-up out there. Got to hurry to get a play away.
They will have to hurry to get the play off, or they're going to burn a timeout right here, I believe. Yeah, the back judge was going for the flag, and Lavergne's going to take a timeout. 3rd and short. 3:27 to go in the third period. Lebanon trails Lavergne 30-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. After we leave the air with this contest, we'll have Pat Lawson back at the station along with Rob Wheeler, I believe, doing the scoreboard show from FM 98.9. We'll have reports on all the games, including that all-important Watertown Friendship game. All the games across Wilson County right here on FM 98.9.
3rd down and a yard from Lebanon's 8. Troop hands off to Grimes, and Grimes is going to go in untouched. Touchdown. Grimes over the left side goes in without a Blue Devil laying a hand on him, and it makes it a 36-14 football game with 3:20 to play in the third period.
John, once again, he hit the ball, hit it up inside, and used that lateral ability to bounce that thing wide for the score.
Busted it right outside and went in untouched. Adam Lutton in to attempt the point after Zach Dean to handle the snap from the center. The snap, it's called for, it's back, it's on the tee, the kick is up, it looks short. It is good, though, over the upright. 3:21 to go in the third quarter of play. It's a messy 37-14 here at Noakes Lassiter Field. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. Go by and see Ron and the gang tomorrow morning and talk about the game and get your hair cut at Ron's Family Hair Design. Back after you hear this commercial break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wreck of the Lebanon homecoming as they've scored again. 40 yards in 5 plays. Grimes with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Ladonis kicks the extra point once again. It's 37-14 Lavergne, 3:21 left in the third.
A disastrous third for the Blue Devils. They have got nothing going offensively and stopped nothing defensively here in the third period. 3:21 to play in the third quarter. 37-14, and here's Lavergne's kick. A squibbler that's going to be picked up at the 10, back to the 15. Stewart sliding outside, break a tackle, and then is hit as he crosses the 25 all the way out to the 27. A pretty good run back by Stewart, and he got a pretty good spot out of that also. They'll put the nose of the football at the Lebanon 28, and the Blue Devils will put it in play at that point.
A.J. Stewart, an exciting sophomore for Lebanon on the kick return, gets pretty good field position for Lebanon as they put it in play at the Blue Devil 27.5, almost the 28-yard line. Taylor Shipp under center at quarterback.
Blue Devils again going with the 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the short side. and Ship out of the shotgun. Looks to throw. Looks, fires long, and got too much air under that one. He fired that all the way down to the 40-yard line. Blue Devils had a couple of people open underneath the deep coverage, but he overthrew him. That one evidently got away from him.
Nose up on the football, and it kind of took off a little on Taylor. Terry, what about Taylor Ship throwing the football tonight?
Tommy, with that incompletion tonight, Taylor 4 out of 14, 71 yards. He does have a touchdown pass.
Now they put 2 receivers to the wide side. And Ship goes back to throw. Looks, fires, and he's got a man, and it is incomplete. Schaefer got up, got a hand on it. Darden had a hand on it for Lavergne, and nobody comes away with it. It's third down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Had Schaefer on the wheel route. He's the inside man on the wide slot. Jones is the outside receiver. Schaefer's in the slot, and they run Schaefer down the sideline, and Darden made a break on it. The ball came almost between the two as Darden passes right in front of Schaefer, incomplete.
Blue Devils, same set on the field. Ship to throw, fires, and he's got Jones at the 35, and Jones upended, somersaulted, and it's going to be a little bit shy of the first down yardage marker. Maybe a half yard or a yard. And the Blue Devils probably going to have to go for it here. They don't have a lot of choice. They are down 37-14 with 2:44 to play. And they're going to measure this thing for the first down.
John, you're closer to it, much closer than we are. Give us an account there of what it looks like as they stretch that chain.
Well, they're putting the marker down on the 30, stretching out. We're going to be about a yard short, it looks like. Maybe more. No, not too bad. About a foot and a half. Foot and a half. Fourth down, a foot and a half. We got 2:44 to go in the third quarter of play, and a lot of football to be played here at Lebanon. It's just been played on one side of the opponent's side tonight. This third quarter has been disastrous for the Blue Devils. I was hoping that the safety came as a deliberate effort to get it out from our side of the field, but that was a bad snap. So the Blue Devils were going to go for it. Taylor Ship, the junior quarterback, is going to line up under center.
Defendahl will go to the right, to the near side, Justin Jones. Price is the fullback. Shockley the tailback. And Taylor Ship sets his ball club down. Ship with a long count. Hands it off to Shockley, and he's hit way behind the line. They blow through there and hit Shockley for about a 4-yard loss. And Lavergne will take over at the Lebanon 34. At the Lebanon 34, the Wolverine defense was all over Shockley just about the time he got the handoff. They had him stopped at the 34, and Lavergne will take it over at the Lebanon 34, leading 37-14. You know, the Blue Devils don't hitch it up, it's going to get ugly. Double wide out set. Troop is the quarterback. Abernathy at fullback. Troop looks, comes down the line. Blue Devils going to have him for a loss back at the 40. So he's going to lose about 5 yards on the carry.
Marte Martin, Dustin Neal on the tackle. Trice comes in there on the pile.
Boy, did he get a spot. At the
Yipes.
30.
Yeah.
He was hit at the 40-yard line. They put it at the 38.
Yipes.
Blue Devils not the only ones having a bad game. Troop sets his ball club now with a second down and 14. Draw play to Grimes, and Grimes is hit and knocked down. Nice play by the Blue Devil in there.
Dustin Wade, Clyde, the nose man, just shed a blocker and meets the draw play right in the hole.
And now it goes back to the 40-yard line, and it'll be third down now and 16 after another 2-yard loss. Nice play then, getting Grimes just before he could get up ahead of steam. They pop him and he loses 2. Troop now with 2 receivers out, looking at a 3rd down and 16. Blue Devil defense trying to shore this thing up here. Stop the bleeding. Troop back to throw. Screen pass, and he is hit. Loose football. They say no, and they call it an incomplete pass.
John, our interior line stayed with that. Neal and Varte Martin right there to keep the screen from turning into a big play.
You know, and you can look at it like this. You got one more quarter to throw some licks around, and you know, we're down 37-14, 58 seconds to go in the 3rd, and they, you know, this Blue Devil squad's got to play for something at this point, so take out some frustrations when you can, and that's what they did against the big fullback, number 44 for Lavergne.
Well, the Blue Devils played a little defense there. The defense looked good in that stop. Here's the snap, and here's the kick. It's blocked. Heads for the far side, and the Blue Devils will have it at the 44-yard line, at their own 44. That thing went all the way back on the Lavergne side, kicked with a big Lavergne kick, and comes back in the Lebanon side, and Schaefer finally gets it down and covered at the 44. Who got it, did
John,
you see?
Yeah, that was Dustin Wade, the nose man, and John, back-to-back plays. Wade makes a couple of good ones for Lebanon.
Huge plays. He's made a good play at the nose position and then gets a hand on the punt to block it. Lebanon gets good field possession. Let's see if they can get it in.
Double wideout set to the, well, and make it a 3 wideouts and shift back to throw. Looks, fired long and away over the head of going for Jones down at the 45-yard line of Lavergne, but he threw it way over the head of everybody. Jones getting the nose of, or rather Ship getting the nose of that thing up in the wind, and it's sailing on him. It'll bring up a 2nd down 10.
Neighbors comes into the game. Deffendahl comes out. Donnie Roan was in for a play. Now Donnie comes out of the game. Shockley back in at tailback for Lebanon.
Jones to the near side, Schaefer to the far side. 2nd down 10 for the Blue Devils, who don't have a 3rd down here in the 3rd period. And here goes Shockley up the middle. Shockley with a good run. Blasts over the 45, out over the 48, over the 50, down over the 40, well, all the way down to the Lavergne 49. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and a short 3. 3rd and 3 now for the Blue Devils.
John, I know you've probably already done this. Have you managed to get a shot of that picture of that homecoming court yet? I don't even recall who was named the queen.
Oh yeah, we took care of business, and
Ship back to throw, and he's dumped back inside the 45, and they'll put it at the 45. So it's a loss of 6 yards, and the Blue Devils now will be looking at 4th and 9, and will have to kick the football away once again. And still the Blue Devil offense, I don't think, has picked up a 1st down in the 3rd period.
4th quarter, that's 12 minutes of regulation football left in the season for Lebanon. Lebanon trails 37-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Named homecoming queen tonight, 2001 homecoming queen Natalie Turner. Lebanon will kick the football on the first play of the fourth quarter. Lebanon trails 37-14. Schaefer in punt formation, and we're still a man short. There goes Deffendahl.
Football will be at the Lebanon 45, and it will be 1st down, or 4th down rather, and 8.
Yeah, we had too many people in the huddle.
And Schaefer ready to kick for the Blue Devils. Here's the snap, scoops it up and kicks it to the near side, and it's going to hit and go out of bounds inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Schaefer gunning it away from the return people and kicks it out of bounds at the 29 of Lavergne.
Terry, what about that kick?
Timing the kick by Schaefer out of bounds at the 29 of Lavergne. 26-yard punt for Schaefer as Lavergne takes over at their own 29.
11:52 to go in this football game. 37-14. Lavergne leading the Blue Devils here in the homecoming battle for the Blue Devils. Troop, the quarterback for Lavergne, up under the center. Looks, hands off to the first man through, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Flag is going to be down. It's either holding on Lavergne or face mask on Lebanon. Let's see what.
As it was fired in there quickly, that flag came in there.
I think it's going to be a hold.
In a hurry. Looks like a hold, yeah. That'll back it up. 11:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Coach's breakfast tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And we will continue to have the coach's breakfast as long as we have teams still active in the playoffs. The two teams that we have in the playoffs will be Friendship and Watertown. And we'll go on a week-by-week basis as long as those teams stay in the playoffs.
Lavergne now with a first down and 19. Will go with a two-wide out set. A.J. Troop is the quarterback, and he gives to Grimes, and Grimes is going to be tripped up as he dives up into the pile, gets a yard, two, maybe out to the 23. A little over a 2-yard gain in there. Blue Devils trip him up. 11:22 and the clock ticking down on the Blue Devils season. 37-14, Blue Devils trailing. Ball at the 23 where it'll be second down and about 15. Second and 15. Lavergne, Troop, down the line on the option, turns it up, going to keep it himself, moves over the, keeps digging loose football, and I think Lebanon says they have it, but I think Lavergne came back up with it. No, Blue Devils have it. Lebanon gets it.
Looked like Vandiver pulled that thing loose.
So the Blue Devils will get the football and get a break here to open the fourth quarter.
Troop just fighting for extra yards, and he spun away from one Blue Devil player and into the arms of another, and the ball popped loose on the way down. Taylor Vandiver, the junior defensive back, comes up with the ball. So Lebanon's offense gets it on the Lavergne side of the field, just outside of the Lavergne 30.
Lebanon will send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. The lone running back is Trice, and they swing it out to Shockley. Shockley behind a block, got a little running room. Shockley to the 25, to the 20, inside the 15, got a Blue Devil first down.
Little bubble screen, throw the ball to Shockley. They line up trips left. The 2 outside men try to run the secondary off, and Shockley runs parallel to the line of scrimmage, makes the catch, and gets behind a block for Schaefer, Terry Stafford, and a very good gain there on first down.
You're right, Tommy. From the 30 down to the 14 of Lavergne, a 16-yard pickup by Shockley, first down for Lebanon.
Lebanon goes the same formation now, but flip-flops the receivers from left to right. Shift to throw, got to get rid of it. Fires down, he's got his man. And Deffendall's got it inside the 5 and going to carry it down inside the 1 where it will be first and goal for the Blue Devils. Nice play and nice catch and run by Deffendall after the catch.
Deffendall on the inside route just curls up on around the 5-yard line. Gave a good target. Ship laid it right on the money, and Deffendall fights it down. John, what are you calling that? Around the 3-yard line?
Right inside the 3, Tommy. Looks to be about the... You're right, actually inside the 2 there. It's real close. I'd quarterback sneak it here.
First and goal for the Blue Devils as they go to the power I. And they hand it to Shockley, and Shockley going to break 1 tackle, then get hit, and I think he's going to lose about a yard on the carry. Nothing doing right up the middle. Shockley hit in there and tried to slide out over the tackle, and they'll knock him down, and he'll lose a yard back to the 4. And it will be second down and goal now for the Blue Devils from the Lavergne 4.
Power I in the backfield. The extra fullback, Brody Farrell for Lebanon. Farrell and Trice are your fullbacks.
Jones split out wide. Ship sets his ball club down. Ship rolls right, wants to throw, going to keep it. He's at the 5 and dives in under the pile and gets down near the 1. See where they spot this thing. They'll spot it at about the 1.5, it appears. So it'll bring up third and goal from there. Well, they put it at, looks like the 1, just right outside the 1-yard line. The football is spotted. Lebanon with 2 shots to get it in here. From from the 1.5. Again, Jones goes wide left. He's the only receiver out. Everybody else is in tight. Lebanon in the power eye. Ship sets him down. Ship hands off and diving over the pile, but I don't think he got in. Well, let's see. To wait till they unpile him down there to see where they're going to put this thing down. I don't think he
John,
got in.
that ball came loose, and Shockley picked it up and darted in the end zone. Was that a quick whistle?
One of the officials, one of the line judges signaled
touchdown.
But
he pulled his arms down.
They're coming over here going to say something to Moose, and he may explode when he hears this.
Maybe an inadvertent whistle, because we tried to give the ball off to tried to give it off to Trice on the up and over.
I saw somebody break the plane.
Well, the official on this side signaled touchdown. But then he pulled his hands down.
Is it a do-over? Do-over? Got a do-over.
What, they're going to replay the down?
So the same smart aleck official who gave me the bogus numbers, they're going to do a do-over here. And we hadn't had a do-over in a number of years, but we got another one here at Noakes-Lasseter Field. That's got to be some kind of record.
Well, again, the Blue Devils not the only ones having a bad night.
They will replay the down.
I never heard of this before.
Well.
Penalty on the officials here, evidently. Ship rolls and throws, and it's almost intercepted. Going outside for the tight end in the end zone, and the defensive back cuts in front and almost intercepts it, and now it will be Lebanon again. We'll be looking at 4th and goal now from the 1.
Lebanon's going to take a timeout. 7:51 to go in the game. We all need a break. 30 seconds. We'll be back. Lebanon trails 37-14. And for some reason, on a play that was a quick whistle, inadvertent whistle, which Lebanon scored a touchdown. They had a whistle, so the whistle kills the play. They have replayed the down, so Lebanon, in effect, gets another shot at it. Lebanon going empty. No, they're not empty backfield. Going shotgun, trips left, split right, shotgun backfield.
4th and goal for the Blue Devils. Actually, it's 5th and goal. And here is the touch, and it's in for the score as Ship being knocked down, gets it away, fires it into the end zone to Defendahl, who makes the grab. And that may have been a make-up there because Ship's knee may have been down, but anyhow, it's a touchdown, Blue Devils, 7:45. Anyway, we've run off half the 4th quarter right here trying to score from the 1.
John, was Ship not down?
No, he was on the way down.
Okay.
But it was the right call. Allison in to attempt the point after. Defendahl to handle the snap. It's back. The kick is up long enough. It looks like it's wide left. It is. 7:45 to go. 37-20. And a do-over again at Noakes-Lasseter Field. We get another chance to score. We get it in. It's 37-20. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Coleman Street in Lebanon. Go by and see Ron and the gang for all your hair care needs. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
A fumble recovery. They go 30 yards in 6 plays. The scoring play, Taylor Ship. It's David Defendahl with a 1-yard touchdown pass. Lebanon's PAT is no good. We've got 7:45 left in the 4th. It's Lavergne 37, Lebanon 20.
And it's after 10 o'clock.
Well, they'll kick it off. Grimes and Darden back deep for Lavergne. 37-20 ball game. 7:45 left in this fiasco here at Noakes-Lasseter. And here is the kick. It's an onside thing, and it's going to be batted around. And the Blue Devils may have it, and I think they do. Let's see. I believe Lebanon's got it. Hang on. Let's wait and see.
They're still fighting for it.
They still are, but I think a Blue Devil had it wrapped in his hands. No, they say 54 came out of there with it. Evidently, he must have took it away from him under the pile.
I've always thought that if you onside kick to your own bench, where you've got like a lot of different guys could just jump in on it. You never know which 11's supposed to be on the field. You know, that might be a good way to do it. Just sideline, onside kick toward your own bench, and you got them coming, going. You never know. Take a shot. Hey, these final scores, Riverdale beats Smyrna 51-7. Blackman over Glencliff 28-22, and Franklin County defeats Cookeville 13-7. These finals, compliments of Jeff Jordan.
And the Wolverines are on the Blue Devil 40 and moves over the 40, over the 39, down to the 36-yard line. Running the football is Nick Brooks. Brooks, who's in there, broke a tackle and turned a no gain into about a 5-yard gainer, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wolverines at the Lebanon 36. Lebanon 37, I beg your pardon, is where they'll put the football down. They'll go with a double wide out set. A.J. Troop, the quarterback underneath for the Wolverines. Toss sweep to the wide side, and here goes the big guy. Barreling over the 35. Over the 34, down to the 33. And he's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 situation as they put it down. Clock ticking, 6:39 to play in the football game. Lebanon trailing 37-20. Two wide outs out now for the Wolverines. Troop sets his ball club. And a straight ahead drive. Quarterback keeper gets the first down, moves over the 30. Got about 5 yards on a quarterback sneak. It's over the 30 down to the 29, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Blue Devil 29.
Quite a couple of substitutes defensively for Lebanon. Jesse Mofield comes in at a tackle spot. Jared Bueller comes in also at a tackle spot for Lebanon. A couple of subs for the Blue Devils.
Double wide out set for the Wolverines, and they give it to the tailback, and he's going to power and drive through there. Lebanon's going to knock him down, but not before he crosses the 25 inside the 24. And Grimes has finished his night, I guess. He's over on the sideline, and we've got another tailback in there, and he's running wild on us also. Joe O'Brien running at the tailback spot.
The backup quarterback is in the game, Zach Dean, and he is flanked out wide right.
Double wide out set. And again, they give it to Bryant, the tailback, and he's going to get down near the 20-yard line as he goes off right tackle and dives forward for about 2 to the 20. And it'll bring up 3rd down, and again, just over a yard to go, 3rd and a yard and a half.
Dustin Neal comes back in the game. Mofield exits for Lebanon, so Dustin Neal back in at the nose guard position.
A.J. Troop marching his Wolverines down the field with 4:44 to play. 37-20, they lead the Blue Devils. And Troop again on that quarterback sneaker, barrels for the 1st down. And not only gets a yard and a half, he gets 5 all the way down to the 15. I think they'll mark it at the 16, a yard shy of that, but it is enough for the 1st down for the Wolverines at the Blue Devil 16-yard line, where they'll have 1st and 10, and they lead the Blue 37-20 with 4:23 in the clock ticking. Double wide out set. A.J. Troop, the quarterback. Hands again to that tailback O'Brien, and O'Brien slashes and drives over the 15, inside the 13, all the way down near the 10-yard line. And is going to get about 6 yards on 1st down as he noses the football at the 10.
Checking in at a defensive end spot for Lebanon. Brody Farrell goes to that weak side defensive end.
Troop, quick opener through the middle, and powering and driving is the fullback, and he's down near the 5-yard line, and I think has the 1st down. If he does, it's 1st and goal. let's see where they're going to spot this thing just exactly. It is first down and goal for the Wolverines at the Lebanon 5.
Clyde, the playoff situations is going to look like this for the teams in Region 4 5A. Cumberland County goes to Riverdale. Cookeville will be at Oakland. Blackman will be at Franklin County. And Smyrna will go to Lincoln County.
Troop sets his ball club, hands off to O'Brien, and O'Brien going to be met at the line of scrimmage. They stand him up and then drive him back. No gain on the play. Second down and goal from the 5. 2:55 to play in the ball game. Final regular season game for the Blue Devils. Final game of the season for the Blue Devils.
And those who have hung around on the Lebanon side to watch this, they are true blue, and they're probably frozen blue. It's a little cool out there
blue
right
in
now.
a couple of ways.
Yeah.
Troop underneath. Sets his club at the Lebanon 5. Second and goal, and they give it to O'Brien again, and he slashes up the middle. He's a hard runner and a big guy, and drives over the 5, over the 4, over the 3, down near the 2-yard line, where he will be piled up there. 2:15 running on the clock. And now they put Darden in, and they will bring Vincent Brown out at the split end. They flank Darden out to the right. Go with a double wide out set, and they give it to O'Brien. And I don't think he got in, did he? Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Well, we finally get a signal from one on this side. Finally signals touchdown, so it is a touchdown for the Wolverines. And that makes it a 43-20 ball game.
Minute 49 to go, and John, you've got the call of that PAT attempt.
Tondras in to attempt the point after. Snaps back, kicks up, looks good. It is 1:49 to go in this game, and the score now 44-20. Lavergne's up by 24. The sideline report once again brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. Quite possibly our last sideline report for the year. Brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. 44-20 is your score. 1:49 to go in the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, we got a minute 49 left in the game. Joe O'Brien comes in, 2-yard touchdown run. Lavergne 41-yard, 11-play drive. They kick the extra point. It's Lavergne 44, 11-20.
And the Blue Devils have only 1:49 left in this football season. They'll handle the football for the last time. Lavergne set to kick it away, 44-20. With 1:49 to play. Schaefer and Stewart are the deep men. Blue Devil band trying to kick up a little excitement across the way. They kick a grounder, and Schaefer going to pick it up at the 15, head up the field, have his pins knocked out from under him as he crosses the 20. He'll fall out to the 24, near the 25, and the Blue Devils will put it in play from their own 25 with a minute 43 left in the football game. Lavergne going to go out of here with a big win and be bowl eligible. Blue Devils going to have a direct turnaround from a year ago when they finished 6-4 and went to the playoffs. This year they're going to wind up 4-6. Very disappointing season for the Blue Devils.
Lavergne will be headed to Nashville to play Overton High School in the Gridiron Bowl. Used to be called the Bellevue Exchange Bowl. Will still be played over at the old Bellevue School.
Taylor Ship sets him down. Flag's going to fly if he can find it.
Archie Grooms, who lines up at the tight end position, hitched, and Archie moved, and that's going to back Lebanon up 5.
Well, that's the story of this ball game. The Blue Devils have not been able to get it going. They got 20 points on the board, but there really hasn't been that much offense out of the Blue Devils tonight.
It really hasn't been as close as the score might indicate.
It really hasn't. You're right.
Massive substitutions for Lebanon. Several. Donnie Roan in there at the tailback spot. New quarterback in for Lebanon. Let's see who we have. Nicholas Walker, sophomore Nick Walker in at quarterback.
Walker underneath, sets the ball club with a 2 wide out set, fires out to the near side. It's intercepted. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lavergne. Picked off and carried all the way back by Zach Dean.
So, John, you spoke too soon. You said that was going to be the last sideline report of the season. Little did you know, Lavergne was going to make a play, and the Wolverines will put it in the end zone, and it's up to 50.
Well, I refuse to do any more. So back to you.
Well, they're going for 2, and they're going to make it. Now, flags are going to fly all over the place. They throw it to Joe O'Brien and went for 2 again. And he was wide open out there. But I think this may be another one of John's do-overs here. I think they're going to penalize Lavergne about 5 yards, and maybe somebody will pick up O'Brien this time. They split him wide out to the right. And Lavergne again goes into that crazy-looking thing. Now they're going to bring everybody up.
Yeah, they're asking for volunteers now to go out on the PAT team.
Snap, touchdown, kick is up. Looks no good, and is. It's way short and off to the right. So we'll just do it for John up here this time. Ron's Family Hair Design on North Cumberland Street. Plenty of parking in front and across the street. So go by and see Ron and the gang for that next haircut. 1:33 to play. Lebanon trailing 50-20. Back in 30 seconds.
Turn for a touchdown. The extra point no good. We've got 1 minute and 33 seconds left in this season. It's Lavergne 50, Lebanon 20.
Half 100 has been hung on the Blue Devils tonight. Terry, that's the most in many a moon.
Tommy, looking back, I don't know if anybody during our tenure have ever gone over the 50-point mark.
Well, here's the kickoff. It's going to be short. Justin Jones picks it up at the 25 to the 30, out to the 35, powers forward to about the 38, near the 39. And there's still 1:27 to go. And the Blue Devil offense will come back on the field.
And I'm all for taking a knee right here. Just end this thing.
Well, surely mercy will come sooner or later, and the end of this thing will
Nick Walker
pop up on the clock.
Nick Walker back in at quarterback for Lebanon. Archie Groom is a tight end. Split receiver, Dustin Chaffin.
Double wide out set for the Blue Devils. Walker hands off to Roan. Donnie Roan upended as he crosses the 40. Balls out to about the 42 for about a 3-yard gain.
Corey
and it
Cunningham
will bring up, second down and about 7.
Corey Cunningham at a split receiver for Lebanon. Chaffin goes out. Krotzer comes in. Vandiver comes in. I believe that's Vandiver. Yeah, Cunningham goes out.
And it'll bring the clock running. 57, 56 seconds. Walker underneath sets his ball club down with the double wideouts. And again, we'll hand to his tailback, Roan, and Roan going to bust it up the middle over the 45, over the 50, flying down to the 49 and up for the first down. And the clock will stop when they move the chain, so the Blue Devils get a first down and get into Wolverine territory with 43 seconds and a half left on the clock.
John, I'll ask you this. Do you want us to take a 2-minute at the end of the game, or do you want us to take just a 1 minute and try to get Moose on as quickly as we can? I'll leave that up to you. What do you think?
Maybe we can get it quick, and let's try to get it quick right when it's over.
Okay.
Walker sets his ball club down. Toss sweep to Roan, and Roan going to be pulled down from behind back in Lebanon territory at the 46-yard line. Roaring through there to get him was Matthew Morgan, a sophomore, 194-pounder, 6'2". Made the play, and the clock is going to run out. There will not be another play. The Blue Devil team comes on the field. And this season has come to a close for the Blue Devils, and it's come to a close 50-20. We'll pause for 1 minute, then we'll be back.
End up 4-6 on the year. Obviously, a disappointing year for your Blue Devils, plagued with a lot of injuries, a lot of missed opportunities this year for the Blue.
Yeah, we've had injuries this year, but that's no excuse for the way we played tonight. We had no effort whatsoever.
Coach, nothing beyond this for this year, of course. What have we got to look forward to next year?
Well, of course, we got Chip coming back at quarterback. We got Forrest, who got a concussion first play from line of scrimmage tonight at tailback. We've got a lot of young linemen coming back, and we got some pretty good receivers coming back.
Coach, emotionally tonight, we weren't here. Seems like all year long, emotions for this team, the mental aspect for their mental ability to stay in a game has hurt us, has haunted us. And tonight, with Forrest getting knocked out first play of the game, looked like from that point on it was over.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance right there before half. We scored just before half. Had the momentum going in at half, and we come out second half, and we just didn't have anything there. And we've been a second half ball club.
Coach, I'll let you get with your team. Thanks for coming out with us, and get with your team, and we'll look forward to a good summer workout and maybe come back in the fall and doing something about this.
Right. I appreciate y'all, guys. Thank you.
It's been the post-game show with your host, John Bryan. We'll keep it, we'll take it back to the station for a minute timeout. We would like to thank our sponsors for sponsoring our post-game and pre-game show all year long on the Cablevision replay on Channel 6. Thank you to you guys for making this possible. We'll take it back to the station. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the season-ending wrap-up here at Noakes Lassiter Field.